Hello, dear. How are you? Habits, habits, and habits. Some of the habits are very good. Another, some of these are very bad indeed. Our habits determine what we are going to achieve in our life, what we are going to become in our life, where we are going to reach in our life. It is the habits. Habits, because motivation that is not all the time available. Everybody says that I'm motivated, I'm not motivated, etc. etc. Motivation does affect a person, but its feelings are not permanent. The habits are long lasting. Motivation, discipline, habits makes our life. And by seeing the habits of a person, we can understand whether the life of this person is going to be a good one or a bad one. This person is worth making friendship with, and this person is not worth making friendship with at all. So it is the habits actually. If I say that habits are actually our destiny, habits are our luck. The good habits mean the good luck, the bad habits mean the bad luck. So if this be the case, then it should be made as the number one priority to get rid of the bad habits and to adopt, get accustomed to the good habits. Habits are going to be talked about in our today's discussion. Let's begin. Let's start with how to get rid of the bad habits first, and then later on, after it, we will talk about how to adopt the good habits. So once we are talking about getting rid of the bad habits, there are certain things which we need to understand, which we need to practice, and these are only 7 in number. Let's understand. The first one is identify your bad habits. Be aware of the habits you want to change. Identification, marking. This habit is harming me. For that reason, I need to get rid of it. So identification is the number one thing. Since this is a bad habit, I need to get rid of it. Number one. Number two, it is understand your triggers. Understanding your triggers. Know what triggers your bad habit. Suppose if a person is a smoker, bad habit indeed, we need to understand what makes me start smoking. If somebody is a drinker, drink alcohol, they need to think what make me turn to the alcohol. Somebody having any other bad habit which they want to get rid of. First of all, every bad habit can be done away with. So once we have identified that these and this is the bad habit, or in the first case, I want to get rid of this bad habit. Identification has been done. Now I need to understand, you need to understand, we need to understand what triggers me doing that bad thing. Number two. Number three, that is set clear goals, setting off clear goals. Define what you want to achieve by breaking the bad habit. What benefit shall I get? What is the purpose of getting rid of this bad habit? So that is the third thing. And the fourth is find alternatives. Finding alternatives. Replace bad habits with the healthier alternatives. Somebody want to get rid of the smoking. Somebody want to get rid of the drinking. They need to introduce a healthier item which should be somewhat enjoyable as well. So if at all that habit is going to be thrown out, what will come to take the place? What will come to fill the vacuum? Because a vacuum will be created. So that is number 4 item is find alternatives. The fifth is create an environment. Creating an environment for success. Eliminate or limit your exposure to triggers. Eliminate or limit your exposures to trigger. Whatever causes you to turn to that particular bad habit, these causes should be eliminated or minimized. Elimination is ideal. Minimizing it, the lesser the better. So that is the fifth tip, which is called creating an environment. The sixth is track your progress. Monitor your progress and celebrate small wins. Monitoring your progress on the one hand and celebrating the progress on the other hand. So that is the item number 6 to be done. The seventh is be patient and persistent. Be patient and be persistent. Breaking bad habits takes time and effort. Breaking bad habits takes time and effort. So that is be patient and persistent. Not only be patient, persistent as well. Persistence here means keep making effort, keep struggling. So let me repeat it quickly. The 7 tips of getting rid of bad habits. The first one is identify bad habits. Be aware of the habits you want to change. Number 2, understand your triggers. Know what triggers your bad habit. Number 3, set clear goals. Define what you want to achieve by breaking the bad habit. Number 4, find alternatives. Replace bad habits with the healthier alternatives. Number 5, create an environment for success. Eliminate or limit your exposure to triggers. Number 6, track your progress. Monitor your progress and celebrate small wins. Number 7, Be patient and persistent. Breaking bad habits takes time and effort as well. So these are the 7 tips of getting rid of the bad habits. Now the part 2 is developing the bad habits. What is the way to do that? What is the way to do that? There are 7 tips here as well. How to start the good habit. Number 1. The first step is start small. Begin with simple, achievable habits. Beginning with the simple, with the achievable habits. The tip number 2 is set specific goals. Clearly define what you want to achieve. Clearly define what you want to achieve. Mean set specific goals. Number 3. Create an implementation intention. Create an implementation intention. Plan out when and where you will practice the new habit. Plan out when and where you will practice the new habit. So that is create an implementation intention. The 4th tip is track your progress. Track your progress. Monitor your progress and celebrate small wins. Monitor your progress and celebrate small wins. So that is the 4th tip of getting the good habit. The 5th tip is create accountability. Share your goals with a friend or family member to increase motivation. But share it with somebody who encourages you, not with somebody who is negative person. Create accountability. Share your goals with a friend or family member to increase motivation. The 6th tip for adopting the good habits is celebrate milestones. Reward yourself for reaching milestones. Does not mean that putting off the rewards till the total achievement of that which is not possible maybe, but reward yourself for reaching milestones. The 7th and the last tip of adopting the good habits is make it a part of your identity. Making it a part of your identity. Integrate the new habit into your self-image. Integrating the new habit into your self-image. Once something has been included, once something becomes a part of the self-image, the new self-image, it means that our mind has been programmed and we will be automatically doing all that without much of the effort. Even when we are on the autopilot, we will be doing the same thing. So we talked about the 7 tips of getting rid of the bad habits first of all. Then we spoke about another 7 habits of adopting the good habits. Now lastly, we will speak about certain additional tips which are 5 in number. Additional tips which are 5 in number. The first one is focus on one habit at a time. Focusing on one habit at a time. Avoid trying to change too many habits at once. Focus on one habit at a time. Avoid trying to change too many habits at one time. Number two, be kind to yourself. Don't be too hard on yourself if you slip up. Don't be too hard on yourself if you slip up. Number three, find your why. Finding your why. Identify the reasons behind your desire to change your habit. Find your why. Identify the reasons behind your desire to change your habits. Now the fourth additional tip is use visual reminders. Place reminders in strategic locations to help you stay on the track. Use visual reminders. Place reminders in strategic locations to help you stay on track. The fifth and the last additional tip is make it enjoyable. Incorporate activities you enjoy into your new habits. Incorporate activities you enjoy into your new habits. Mean mixing your enjoyable activities with that particular habit which you are either going to get rid of, which either you are going to adopt. So let's have a very quick revision about the 7 tips of for the purpose of getting rid of a bad habit, another 7 tip of adopting the new good habits, and lastly the 5 additional tips for the both of these segments. So very quickly indeed, let's try to repeat it. Getting rid of the bad habits. Number 1, identify your bad habits. Be aware of the habits you want to change. Number 2, understand your triggers. What know what triggers your bad habit. Number 3, set clear goals. Define what you want to achieve by breaking the bad habit. Number 4, find alternatives. Replace bad habits with healthier alternatives. Number 5, create an environment for success. Eliminate or limit your exposure to triggers. Number 6, track your progress. Monitor your progress and celebrate small wins. Be patient and persistent. Breaking bad habits takes time and effort. Now the 7 habits, 7 tips for developing the new good habits, and this is number 1, start small, begin with the simple achievable habits. Number 2, set specific goals, clearly define what you want to achieve. The third tip is create an implementation intention, plan out when and where you will practice the new habit. Number 4, track your progress. Monitor your progress and celebrate small wins. The fifth tip is create accountability. Share your goals with a friend or family member to increase motivation. The number 6 tip is celebrate milestones. Reward yourself for reaching milestones. Number 7 is make it a part of your identity. Integrate the new habit into your self-image. There are 5 additional tips now. The number 1 is focus on one habit at a time. Avoid trying to change too many habits at once. Number 2, be kind to yourself. Don't be too hard on yourself if you slip up. Number 3, find your why. Identify the reasons behind your desire to change your habits. Number 4, use visual reminders. Place reminders in strategic locations to help you stay on track. Number 5, make it enjoyable. Incorporate activities you enjoy into your new habits. So that is a great agenda. I think anybody and everybody who is serious enough, a bit serious in getting rid of the good habits, in adopting the new and great good habits, I think today's talk is highly effective for all that. That's all from me today. Thank you very much.